Yeah, so my name is Senjaya Mulia. Everyone can usually call me Jay, and I'm currently living in Jakarta. We started the ASEAN Youth Organization since 2012, so it was the first time we established our community-based organizations. So at the beginning, our plan is actually to promote what is ASEAN, what is what is ASEAN to the world. And then since then, after 2013, we started with something bigger. So we created our organizations and registered our organizations as a legal organization. And then we added many programs inside, including the youth empowerment program, and then partnership program, and many more. Education in Southeast Asia is not well spread. I mean, education itself is actually privileged, right? I was living in a very small area in Central Java in Indonesia. And that time, for me, education is a very privilege for us. In order to get, to the school, I have to wake up in the early morning. I have to work first, When I was kid, helping parents to get some extra money for that. And then if you want to go to the schools, you have to go far away. ASEAN has had critical underlying issues of having graduate but unemployed citizens across in 10 member states of ASEAN. Mostly because for example, mismatch of jobs, either economical or maybe of the human resources capacity. So sometimes when we see the youth here, they want to learn something, and then after they graduated from the university, they cannot find a job because probably the job out there is actually not really relevant with what they studied before or earlier. So in this regard, probably EU can foster a strong relationship within the ASEAN by providing platforms for the graduates, and then another support from EU is providing more opportunities, for example, scholarships or maybe internship program to come to join, to invite the youth from Southeast Asia to come, and they can learn from the experts as well from this institution. And in return, I think inviting the youth from European country to come to ASEAN to learn about the culture, change the ideas, brainstorm, and also bridge them to have a good relationship will also help to strengthen the relationship between the EU and ASEAN, and it probably could make the relationship even more sustainable. Less than 2%, they are actually aware about sustainable development goals in environment-related SDGs. So we also work closely with the EU. Previously, in 2021, we contributed to one of their events called Climate Diplomacy Week in Indonesia. So we created an event, we created a webinar, we invited youth to come, and then we promoted about responsible consumption and climate action for the program. And it was quite successful, more than 3,000 young people is actually being active, involved, and then came to our webinars. So we are trying to promoting how important environment for us. And then we also created a few projects related to these environment things through our program. So we have other programs, including we call them IO and Enviro. And then we also IO Academy, where actually we put courses about environmental issue, environmental educations. Finally, our voice is being heard, and then our idea is being implemented, etc. So at least by being being part of the process, it will encourage even more young people to be more, brave to raise their voice. We connect to youth with different background, and then they have a discussion, build a relationship, build a good friendship, and then at the end of the day, they become the policy makers itself. Community partnerships, connectivity is a very very important. Creating a platform for young people to raise up their voices is actually one of the most important things, the most important support from the government. I think one thing that we can share with them is actually more on solidarity among young people, or maybe among the countries in Southeast Asia. It is time for us to work together because the future of the world is in our hand.